Naseem Hamed, popularly known as Prince Naseem, will go down in history as one of the most spectacular fighters ever. Although on the surface he seems to be an undisciplined athlete, he dominated the rings during his 10-year professional career from 1992 to 2002. Prince Naseem gave the audience an entertaining show both inside and outside the ring. He was never a boring fighter to watch, from his dramatic entrance using flying carpets to entering the ring with acrobatics. The Boxing Hall of Famer won 36 of his 37 professional fights, most of which were via knockout. We've curated some of Naseem Hamed's best knockouts for you to enjoy in this video. On November 19, 1994, Naseem Hamed defended his WBC International Super Bantamweight title against the Dominican boxer Laureano Ramirez at the National Ice Rink in Cardiff, Wales.
With just one draw, 7 wins coming by way of KO.
Hamed won the fight in the final minute of the third round with a powerful punch that sent his opponent to the canvas. Although he was quick to get back on his feet, he couldn't continue with the fight.
His jaw was loosened with that. He just dropped over there like wet laundry falling on the floor, but there was something wrong with his tooth there. No, he doesn't want it. I think he didn't.
Yeah, I get the impression that
He's quit in the third round. Well, he didn't expect that.
Looked to me, the way he looked away and pointed to his mouth, it was as though maybe a tooth had been loosened with that shot. This is the one, bangs it. That was right in the mouth, and that's when he turned away. And his quite finishing punch was a beauty.
Well,
bang.
bingo, he had no option there, did he? The lights were out and punched him.
Oh yeah, you see, he has natural power. If you look at the strength he has in his legs and the way he sets himself, when you look at Hamed's legs, you see he can go up a couple of divisions. And
Again, while still defending his WBC International Super Bantamweight title, Hamed faced Sergio Rafael Liendo on March 4, 1995. Hamed defeated Liendo in the second round after 2 deadly left hooks.
He really planted that with the champion's skill there. And he's got to stop this by the look of it, the Belgian referee, because this fella's legs have stiffened on him.
now the referee should stop that.
Yeah, he's over.
The referee should have stopped the fight after the first knockdown instead of allowing Liendo to take more punishment.
I think it was a perfect punch, Reg. I just wish that had been the last one that he took. I mean, Hamed, lovely balance, lovely move, just saw his chance. Bang, look at that, let's see the way the head's gone. Down he goes, legs all over the place. Tried to come back up again. That's a sign of the courage of the man. But that's the way he was actually heading over anyway. That punch just knocked him over. Thankfully, that wasn't a hard punch.
When he got up to him, I was saying that I think the referee's going to stop this. I thought he was going to count him out because he wasn't in a position to totally defend himself.
And that really was a breacher of a punch.
Hamed
That's
knew
at
it.
the end. See, he's up, he's looking. Now, Curry's got another left hook. Bang. And he went down heavily from that one because he's...
Next on the list is the fight against the Mexican fighter Enrique on May 6, 1995.
Explosive entrance for the Prince, who believes he was born to be a boxing king. The general expectation is that Hamed may now only be a matter of months away from getting his shot at a world championship. And straight away, he gets in with a right hand.
Angeles was a tough opponent, but unfortunately, he couldn't match the ability of Hamed and was defeated in the second round with a perfectly timed right hand, followed by a left hook to finish the damage.
Delayed action fall for Angeles. He seemed to take a while to take effect. It was the right hand, I'm sure, that did it. Angeles is down. He's looking at his corner. Is he going to beat the count? No, he's not. He's knocked out in the second round. There's the backflip.
You talk us through it.
Look at that. He's coming on strongly. I'm slipping. Oh, what a beautiful right hand. Check it out. I'm just slipping, rolling. There it is. It caught him. It was the right hand that done it.
One of the most spectacular knockout victories for Prince Naseem was against the Nigerian-born fighter Saeed Lawal on March 16, 1996.
Now fighting out of Austria from 19 professional contests.
Chances are that a few people missed the entire fight because it only lasted for 35 seconds. It was so short that it ended before the camera could even zoom in on the fight. Only 3 punches were thrown in the fight, all by Prince Naseem, and 2 of them sent Lawal to the canvas.
Not finished in the first round, it's because Nat doesn't want to. Yep, it's all over. All over. The most clinical finish in the fight with 1 punch. Maybe even surprised himself there. Maybe that was just a punch he threw. He stepped in with the punch. It was a wide hook. Maybe Naz at the time didn't really realise it was a knockout punch he was throwing. I think he would have liked to put his show on a little bit longer. As he goes, supreme confidence. Just looking, out it comes, wide punch, bang, perfectly on the chin, and it's all over. The referee could really have stopped it then, because when Lawal got up, he had nothing to offer, his legs were gone. I wondered if maybe Naz would back off and allow him to recover. He decided not to. 1 more punch, doing exactly as he pleases.
You could see the head rock backwards. It was some punch.
Yeah, tremendous punching and tremendous power. And once again, we're amazed at where Naz finds this power, where the power comes from. But the fans all...
To impress them.
Next is the fight between Prince Naseem and Daniel Alicea on June 8, 1996.
Awesome, but remember, last time out he won in 35 seconds. Prince Naseem, the 4th fastest win in world title history against Saeed Lawal.
In the first round, Prince Naseem suffered his first career knockdown against the unbeaten Alicea.
Naseem is put down by a right hand. It was only a flash knockdown, but he'll have to take a mandatory 8 count down for the first time in his career. What about this in the first round? He wasn't so elusive there. Waving Alicea in.
Well, this is the question. Good solid right hand there.
He got his revenge in the second round by sending Alicea to the canvas twice and eventually winning the fight.
Very unsteady legs. It was a left hook that did it in the second round. And Prince Naseem reasserts himself.
He looked at very heavy right hand, then that little short left hook. He went down heavily there. Bad moment for Alicea.
Can his head clear? Can he get through this? Knockdown in both rounds so far. Heavy right and a left. And I don't think he'll get up from that. It's called off. The fight is over. The fight is over. There'll be no count. He's won it in round 2. The night... Oh, it finished. It was a 2-punch combination.
Look, he just gets the rhythm in the shots. The left, the right comes up, and then the following left. All the momentum in these punches. Nice rhythm. Also, Alicea caught him there, but he still had enough to land that left.
On February 8, 1997, Naseem Hamed fought against Tom Johnson for the IBF Featherweight Championship at the London Arena. Although the veteran fighter had defended the title and won 11 times, he was no match for Hamed. Hamed delivered multiple hard, vicious hooks over the course of the fight, but the final damage was done in the 8th round. With less than a minute to go in the round, Naseem delivered a monstrous uppercut, which ended the fight.
Away here. Naseem can find another big punch like that. A right uppercut. Nobody could have taken that in the 8th round. He'll do very well to get up from this. And will the referee let him go on anyway? No, he will not. Prince Naseem Hamed adds the
Punch. Johnson's just crouched down and just sort of fell into the punch, really.
It was a chilling punch. And yet again, Prince Naseem wins by stoppage. That's 13 in a row that he's not...
The next fight for Prince Naseem was against Billy Hardy on May 3, 1997. The two fighters had made several threats before the fight, but it was Prince Naseem who promised to take his opponent out in the first round. From the opening bell, Prince Naseem kept looking for an opening to strike Hardy. At the first opportunity, he sent Hardy to the canvas with a big right hand.
From Naseem, and Hardy took that well off here, then another right hand has stepped him in the first round. There's that power again. And can Hardy get up from that? Yes, he...
Hardy stood up on time to receive the final punishment at 93 seconds.
It looked as if it would all be over, and it might be too. He's up at 6. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. One more knockdown. He stopped anyway. He said round 1. It is round 1.
He jumped up a couple of times, but the last time he had to be stopped. There it is, that long right hand. A little delayed effect there. You can see the grimace of pain. It was a hard shot.
People don't usually do this to Billy Hardy. Well, that time it was the left hand, and all of Sunderland's hopes were in tatters. Quite rightly, the referee stopped it the moment Hardy got up from the second knockdown. He was in no sort of condition to take anything else at all.
You can't really do anything but praise. Hardy was a good fighter, worthy of his #1 challenge, and Hamed did exactly as he said he'd do. He just walked in and caught him with good, solid punches right from the off.
On December 19, 1997, Naseem Hamed made his first appearance before the American audience at Madison Square Garden in New York against American Kevin Kelly. It was a tough fight for Hamed as he was knocked down in the first, second, and fourth rounds.
But down goes the Prince on Kelly's first serious landed punch. The things that could happen would be that the Prince was exposed as a fraud. His gloves touch the canvas, the count begins. The second knockdown for Kelly.
I think the mistake he made, there we saw it, right there.
There's the power. There's the power you were talking about. And Kelly is stunned.
Hey, come on, baby.
But taking some leather in return. Down goes Kelly on 2 hard left hands.
6, 7, 8,
Now they're even. Both fighters down twice in the fight.
Ooh, a good
Blistering right hand. Kelly a little slow to respond here.
You got to be careful mixing up with Kelly because he can fight.
And that's going to be ruled a knockdown as Naseem's glove grazed the canvas. So there's the count for that. Third knockdown of Hamed by Kelly, and the Naseem advocates in the crowd boo that. Hard left hand by...
Eventually, he was able to make an emphatic statement in front of the American audience with a killer left hook in the fourth round.
And Kelly's down for the third time.
Whoa! 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got a half a minute, and he is definitely hurt. And the fight is over. He's for real.
George, this was like your fight with Ron Lyle. Gunslinger against gunslinger.
Boy, this guy's got power all in his hand. He's not putting his body into it, just hand speed.
That was the first Prince Naseem knockdown of Kelly in that round. Then here's the Prince going down.
I don't really think that was a knockdown. I think that this guy stooped so low, he has a tendency to touch his hands down to the canvas.
Well, if his glove grazes the canvas, the referee is within his rights to rule it a knockdown, and Benji Esteves did. And then that stunning left hand, and Kevin Kelly unable to get up from that left hand. He couldn't beat the count, and Esteves very properly waved an end to the bout.
A lot of that is, I just can't believe it. Kelly has that look. He just does not believe this guy can knock him down.
Now watch Hamed commit a cardinal sin in boxing, leaning back after. We don't see this very often in one round, a fighter getting knocked down twice. You saw that Kelly landed a left and then a right. The first one was a knockdown. The referee was a little late getting in as he got up again. But he did bounce up, give him that, and they're flush on the jaw. Kelly, like Junior Jones, his pal in the first fight, got a little...
Lastly, we have the fight against Augie Sanchez at the Foxwoods Resort Casino in Ledyard, Connecticut. The two fighters traded powerful punches from the beginning of the fight, and Sanchez dropped Hamed in the second round, but the referee did not rule it an official knockdown. Hamed was able to regain his footing and finally won by knockout in the final minute of the fourth round. Sanchez was left helpless on the floor and had to be taken from the ring on a stretcher.
Hamed retains his WBO featherweight title. It was not a perfect performance, but it was excitement, drama, and
right. But those were tremendous punches that finished the job. The power of Naz's punches had already knocked a lot of the resistance out of Sanchez. But when we talk about enhancing his reputation, the little kid certainly did that. Thumping punches that Naz lands, that natural power. What a finishing shot that was.
That's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to tell us about your favorite knockout in the comments section below. See you in the next video with some interesting content. Until then, stay tuned.